Hey, everybody, we're back with former CIA director and author of the new book, Undaunted, John Brennan. Now, I want to talk just for a little second about the stability of the United States government, given that our president is sick right now and has sowed so much distrust of governmental institutions that have sort of maintained the Pax Americana of the last few decades. The United States, and if you'll pardon me, former director of the CIA, the United States has been accused quite credibly of destabilizing governments around the world over the last 50 years. As someone who once ran the CIA, do you see patterns of foreign behavior in the United States that is helping to destabilize our government the way the United States has destabilized governments around the world? Do you see the Russians playing games against us that we played in other regimes around the world?
Well, I think the advent of the technical and digital era has given the Russians, as well as the Chinese and others, a great opportunity to try to carry out these influence operations and really shape the attitudes and views of the American public. We saw that in the 2016 election, and they are very sophisticated cyber actors. So I do believe that our adversaries look for opportunities here in the United States, including the freedoms and liberties that we enjoy, to operate here. And that's why the FBI and the rest of the intelligence community really, have to be on the top of their game to unearth, uncover, and then to stop these activities from taking place. As you point out, right now in the midst of a pandemic, and we have a person in the White House who even on the best of days is reckless and impulsive and unstable. Layer on top of that his COVID diagnosis, as well as the medications and the steroids that he's under. That's why I really am concerned about what he might do during this period of time when, there's a combination of factors that it looks like a very dangerous cocktail for the White House.
The book is Undaunted, and it's really a memoir, as you say, my fight against America's enemies at home and abroad. It is well known that the Russians are trying to influence our election right now. We've done something at the show called betterknowaballot.com, where we've done 50 videos, 50 different sites where people can go to vote this year and learn everything they need to. Our voting is so decentralized and so fragmented and might change by county around the United States. Is the fact that we have such sort of a fractured and decentralized voting system actually a benefit to us at this point when a foreign government's trying to hack into our elections?
I think in some respects it's a blessing and a curse, because given that states control the voting systems, unfortunately, I think we have seen some government officials in various states try to suppress voting. But as far as the technical architecture within the United States, the fact that you do have that distribution among the various states, they're not interconnected, it makes it much more difficult for foreign adversaries to actually have some type of strategic impact to change, voter tallies. The Russians have gone in and navigated into the systems. We knew it in 2016. We were concerned that they might take down some voter registration rolls. But the technical intrusions I'm less worried about than the influence operations that really have the potential to shape votes in some key states and make a difference in the Electoral College outcome.
Well, Director, thanks so much for being here. His book is Undaunted. It's on sale now. Director John Brennan, everybody. We'll be right back. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Stephen.